Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create WhatsApp chatbot for school admission queries and fees. And we are going to build this WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, by using which parents can get the requirement of the admissions and get all the details with the fee structure and register their child right on the WhatsApp. So firstly, in this video we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to create this chatbot, then let me take you towards my screen. So welcome to my screen and let's get ready for building the WhatsApp chatbot for school admission queries and fees. So right here on my screen you can see this is the structured format of the flow which I have created for creating the chatbot. And this chatbot is going to provide the admission details, school facilities and admission procedures to the parents and guardians. And now I am going to show you how you can build this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own schools. So now let's start building this, but before that I'm going to show you the real life working of this WhatsApp chatbot. So for testing this WhatsApp chatbot, let's move on towards my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I'm landed to my WhatsApp, and now let's say I'm the user who want to make an inquiry regarding the school admission. So here I'm going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as test number. Let's say this is my business number. So here I'm going to enter a message that is school admission, and I have added this message as a keyword in my flow. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword? So I'm going to answer it while creating the flow of our chatbot. So now I'm going to enter this message, and as I have entered this message, I'm getting a welcome message, means our WhatsApp chatbot has been triggered. And here this welcome message says, hello, welcome to Greenfield International School. We are glad to have you here. Please choose an option below to continue. And here we are getting a button that is admission info, which I'm going to select. And as I have selected this button, I'm getting a message consisting of 3 buttons again, and this message says, great, here are the admission related options, and we are getting 3 buttons again. So now let's say I'm going to select this first button, that is admission process. So here I have selected it, and as I have selected this button, I'm getting the complete admission process in this message node with the details of the required document. And here we are getting 2 buttons, that is register now and back. So now this time I'm going to select this back button, and here again I'm getting this message consisting of these 3 buttons. So now this time let's select the second button, that is fee structure. So here I have selected this button as well, and as I have selected it, I'm getting the list of the programs. So now let's open this list and check the programs for getting the fee details. So here you can see I'm getting 3 programs. So now let's say I'm going to select this first program, that is nursery KG. And here as I have selected it, I am getting the details of this program, that is early learning program, which includes all these classes. And here I am getting this button, that is register now. So now let's select this button, and here as I have selected this register now button, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the student's full name. So now let's enter the student's full name as demo user. So I'm going to enter it, and as I have provided the name of the student, I'm getting the option for entering the date of birth. So here I'm going to enter the date of birth here. Now let's enter the date of birth of the student, and here I have provided it. And as I have provided the date of birth, it is asking me to enter the class for which I am applying. So now let's enter the class over here. So here I am going to enter the class as LKG. And here as I have provided the class, again I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the parent or guardian's full name. So now let's enter the full name of guardian. Now let's say I'm going to enter the guardian's name as test user. So here I'm going to enter it, and as I have provided the answer, I'm getting a thank you message which says, thank you, your child's registration has been successfully submitted. Our admission counselor will contact you within 24 hours. For urgent inquiries, we are getting a contact detail. Now this shows that we can successfully register a child through the WhatsApp. Now let's move on further and select a third button, that is school facilities. So here I'm going to select it, and as I have selected this button, I'm getting a message consisting of the school facilities again with 3 buttons, that is register now, fee structure and back. So now you can see that the WhatsApp chatbot which I have already built in is successfully working. So now I'm going to show you how you can create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own schools. So for that, let's move on towards the Pabbly Chatflow, and for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly. And here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. And if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, you get 100 free credits every month for practicing Pabbly Chatflow. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Chatflow again for creating our WhatsApp chatbot. So here you can see I'm landed to my Pabbly Chatflow, and now I'm going to simply click over this sign in, and once you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot, we have to access Pabbly Chatflow for that. So now let's click over this access now button and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account. And if you also want to add your WhatsApp number, you simply have to go to add WhatsApp number button, and here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And if you want to learn more about adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow account, then you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot, we firstly have to create flows for that. So for that you simply have to click over the flows given on the sidebar. And if you want to learn more about these remaining features, you can find video link in the description given below. So now let's click over the flows. And here we are landed to this flow builder page. And if you want to create your own flow, you simply have to click over this add flow button and you will be landed to this flow page where we are getting this option for providing the flow names. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I'm providing it the name WhatsApp chatbot for school admission queries and fees. And afterwards we are getting this option for trigger. Now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is the action which is going to initiate our WhatsApp chatbot. And on this trigger we are getting many trigger events such as keyword regex match, user starts conversation and many more. But here I'm going to keep it as the same, that is keyword regex match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and regex? So keywords are the words which initiate your WhatsApp chatbot. Now if you remember, I have initiated my WhatsApp chatbot by entering a word, that is school admission. And that word initiated my WhatsApp chatbot because I have added it as my keyword. So for adding the keyword, you just have to type that word and press the enter key. And here our one keyword, that is school admission, is ready. And afterwards we are getting this option for regex. So regex is basically the short form for the regular expression. These are used for the specific user input. And if you want to trigger any message, you can enter regex like this. But here, as I've already added my keyword, I will be removing this regex from here. Now we are done with our trigger. And now I'm going to send a welcome message to whoever make the inquiry. So now let's drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button note I'm going to enter a welcome message. So now let's enter it. So here you can see I have entered this welcome message, and now I'm going to add some buttons to this text button note. So for that you simply have to click over this add button, and here you have to enter the text of your first button. So now let's enter the text and create it. So here you can see I have created this button, that is admission info. Now with this we have successfully created our button. Now again I am going to provide a text button message regarding the admission info. So now again we have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I am going to enter a message and create 3 buttons. And you know the process of creating a button, that is you simply have to click over this add button and enter the text of your buttons. So here I am going to create 3 buttons. So here you can see I have entered this message which says great, here are the admission related options, and here we are getting 3 buttons, that is admission process, fee structure and school facilities. Now if my user select this first button, that is admission process, I am going to provide them details of the admission process in our text button node. So now again you have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I am going to provide the admission related details and create some buttons again for this text button node. So here you can see I have entered the complete admission process in this text button node with the required documents, and here I have created 2 buttons, that is register now and back. Now if my user select this register now button, I am going to ask some questions for making the registration of the student. But if my user select this back button, I am going to redirect them to this text button node which I have recently created. And now let's move on towards our second button, that is fee structures. So for the fee structures I am going to provide the list of the programs. So for that you simply have to drag and drop and select list over here, and in this list node it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now I am going to provide a body to my list here. So here you can see I have entered this body for my list. Now I am going to add some items to this list or some fees programs to this list. So for that we firstly have to create the section, and for creating the section we just have to click over this add section, and here you have to enter the section title. So here I am going to enter the section title as program. And now in this section I am going to add some items or some fees programs by simply selecting this add items button. And here you can provide the title of your first item, or even you can enter the description as well. But here I am going to simply enter the title of my first item. So here you can see I have entered the title of my first item. Now likewise I am going to add some more fees programs to this list. So here you can see in this list node I have added 2 more fees programs. Now if my user selects any of these fees programs, I want to get that response. So for that we have to provide contact custom field to all these list items, and for providing the contact custom field you just have to go to the action, and here you can see we are getting this option for set custom field which you have to select. And now you might be thinking that why I am adding this contact custom field. So contact custom field help us to store extra information. So here I am providing contact custom field for this first list item, that is nursery to KG. And here in this action node it is asking me to select the contact custom fields which can be seen here. So if you also want to create your own contact custom field, you just have to go to the settings, and here you can observe this option, that is contact custom fields, which you have to select. But before that you have to save this flow by simply selecting this save button so that you don't lose your data. And as you will select this contact custom fields, you will be landed to the contact custom fields page which I have already opened, and here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. And if you want to create your own contact custom field, you simply have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to provide the field name, and at last you simply have to click over this save button and your contact custom field will be created. But I have already created my contact custom field, so now let's select it over the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to select my contact custom field as programs. So now let's search for it. So here we are getting this contact custom field which I am going to select, and afterwards it is asking me to enter the value. So here you have to enter the value for which you are creating this contact custom field. So as you know, we are creating this contact custom field for this first list item. I am going to enter the same value. So here I have entered this value. So with this we have successfully provided contact custom field to our first list item, and now I am going to do the same for remaining list item as well. So here you can see I have provided contact custom field to the second list item, that is class 1st to 5th, and the third list item, that is class 6th to 8th. So with this we have successfully provided contact custom field to all these list items. And now if my user selects any of these list items, I am going to provide the details and the fee structure for the respective fees program. So here I am going to provide in a text button node. So now let's drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I am going to provide the fee details for that particular program, and afterwards I am going to add a button. So now let's click over this add button, and by this way you can create your own buttons. So here you can see I have provided the details of this first fees program, and here I have created this button, that is register now. Now I am going to do the same for remaining list items. So here you can see I have provided the details of the second program and the last program as well, and on all these text button nodes I have provided this button, that is register now. So now if my user selects any of these register now buttons, I am going to ask them some questions for enrolling their child. So now for asking the question, you just have to move to the action where you can see this option of ask question, which you have to select, and you will be getting this question node. Now I am going to connect all these register now buttons with this question node so that my user can be redirected to this question as soon as they select this register now button. And if you remember, we have another register now button in this first admission process text button node. So now I am going to connect this register now button with this question node as well. So here I have connected it. Now if my user will select this register now button as well, they will be redirected to this question. Now here I am going to enter a question asking for the full name of the student. So here you can see I have entered this question asking for the full name of the student, and now I am going to select my contact custom field as full name, which can be seen here, and here I am going to select my format as any. Now likewise I am going to add some more questions for registering the student. So here you can see I have entered this another question where I am asking for the date of birth, and here I have selected my contact custom field as DOB, means date of birth, and here I am going to select my format as date, and as you will select the format as date, it will ask you to enter the number. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your user for entering a valid input. Now let's say I'm going to enter my number of attempt as 1, and as you will provide it, it will ask you to enter the validation error message also. So validation error message is the message which will be sent to the user if they enter an invalid input. So here I'm going to enter a validation error message, that is please enter a valid date. So here I have entered this message also. Now the next question I have entered where I'm asking for the class for which the user is applying for, and here I have selected my contact custom field as class and the format as any. And the last question I have entered where I'm asking for the parents or guardian's full name, and here I have selected my contact custom field as parents name and the format as any. Now if I will get all these details, I am going to provide the thank you message in a text button node. So now let's drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I am going to enter a thank you or the confirmation message. So here I have entered this thank you or the confirmation message. Now we are done with our second button also. Now let's enhance our this third button, that is school facilities. So here I am going to provide the school facilities in a text button node. So now let's drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I am going to enter the school facilities with some buttons. So now let's enter it. So here you can see I have entered the school facilities in this text button node, and here I have created 3 buttons, that is register now, fee structure and back. Now if my user select this register now button, I am going to connect it with the question for another register now buttons as well. So now let's connect this register now button with the questions. So here I have connected it, and now if my user will select this register now button, they will be redirected to this question for making the registration. And the next button I have created for the fee structures. So I am going to connect this button with the list I have created for the fee structures. And at last I have created this back button. So I am going to connect this back button with the text button note consisting all these 3 buttons. So with this we have successfully created our flow. Now we just have to save this flow by simply selecting the save button. And as I have selected this save button, I am getting this pop-up, which means we have successfully saved our flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving message and how we are sending automated reply, let me take you towards my inbox section. For that you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar and you will be landed to the inbox page where you can see on this particular number, I am successfully receiving the message and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered. So now you have seen that how easily I have built in this amazing WhatsApp chatbot, which is providing the school facilities, admission procedures, and even registering the students to your schools. So you can also create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own schools, and you can even share the flow which you have created. And for sharing the flow, you just have to move to the flow builder page again, and here you can see this is the flow which I have recently created. And here on the 3 dots of this flow, you can see this option of share flow which you have to select, and you will be getting this share link. So you can share this link with your friends so that they can also know about this amazing automation tool that is Pabbly Chatflow, and they can also automate their all tasks. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Chatflow now and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and chatbots like this. And if this video is really helpful, then hit the like and subscribe button. And I have added the link of the flow which I have recently created in the description box. So make sure to check it out. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.